Have you ever wondered why some people seem to get more attractive as they age, while others struggle with confidence and self-image? Imagine this. You walk into your 50th high school reunion. You expect to see old friends with gray hair and tired faces, but then someone catches your eye. They're in their late 70s, yet they carry themselves with such energy and charisma that it's impossible not to notice. Their skin glows, their smile is infectious, and their eyes sparkle with life. You can't help but think, what's their secret? Here's the twist. It's not about expensive creams, cosmetic surgeries, or following the latest diet trends. In fact, some of the most attractive people in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s have never set foot in a dermatologist's office or a gym. Surprising, right? But it's true. The real secret to aging gracefully and staying attractive isn't what you think it is, and it might even go against everything you've been told. Think about this. We live in a society obsessed with youth. Advertisements tell us we need to look younger, smoother, and slimmer to be considered beautiful. But what if I told you that true attractiveness isn't about erasing wrinkles or hiding gray hair? What if the people who age the best are the ones who embrace every line, every silver strand as a badge of honor? They're not hiding from time, they're celebrating it. In this video, we're going to reveal 8 unexpected habits that keep people vibrant and magnetic well into their golden years. Some of these might challenge your beliefs, and that's a good thing, because aging isn't about fighting time. It's about embracing it, and in doing so, discovering a version of yourself that's even more beautiful and confident than you were in your youth. But here's something even more surprising. Some of the habits we'll discuss are things you've probably been avoiding, thinking they would make you look older. What if I told you that embracing certain signs of aging could actually make you more attractive? It sounds contradictory, but the truth often is. Stay with me until the end, because you might find that what truly makes you attractive has nothing to do with your appearance, and everything to do with how you live your life. And trust me, the last habit we'll discuss might just change the way you see aging forever. Now, before we dive in, take a moment to think. What does being attractive at 70 mean to you? Is it about looking younger, or is it about feeling alive? Do you believe it's possible to be more attractive at 70 than you were at 30? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you're curious about which of these habits might already be part of your life, stay tuned. You might be more ahead of the game than you think. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to get more attractive as they age, while others struggle with confidence and self-image? Imagine this. You walk into your 50th high school reunion. You expect to see old friends with gray hair and tired faces, but then someone catches your eye. They're in their late 70s, yet they carry themselves with such energy and charisma that it's impossible not to notice. Their skin glows, their smile is infectious, and their eyes sparkle with life. You can't help but think, what's their secret? Here's the twist. It's not about expensive creams, cosmetic surgeries, or following the latest diet trends. In fact, some of the most attractive people in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s have never set foot in a dermatologist's office or a gym. Surprising, right? But it's true. The real secret to aging gracefully and staying attractive isn't what you think it is, and it might even go against everything you've been told. Think about this. We live in a society obsessed with youth. Advertisements tell us we need to look younger, smoother, and slimmer to be considered beautiful. But what if I told you that true attractiveness isn't about erasing wrinkles or hiding gray hair? What if the people who age the best are the ones who embrace every line, every silver strand as a badge of honor? They're not hiding from time, they're celebrating it. In this video, we're going to reveal 8 unexpected habits that keep people vibrant and magnetic well into their golden years. Some of these might challenge your beliefs, and that's a good thing, because aging isn't about fighting time. It's about embracing it, and in doing so, discovering a version of yourself that's even more beautiful and confident than you were in your youth. But here's something even more surprising. Some of the habits we'll discuss are things you've probably been avoiding, thinking they would make you look older. What if I told you that embracing certain signs of aging could actually make you more attractive? It sounds contradictory, but the truth often is. Stay with me until the end, because you might find that what truly makes you attractive has nothing to do with your appearance, and everything to do with how you live your life. And trust me, the last habit we'll discuss might just change the way you see aging forever. Now, before we dive in, take a moment to think. What does being attractive at 70 mean to you? Is it about looking younger, or is it about feeling alive? Do you believe it's possible to be more attractive at 70 than you were at 30? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you're curious about which of these habits might already be part of your life, stay tuned. You might be more ahead of the game than you think. So, why is this topic so important? Because the way we think about aging affects how we experience it. If you believe that getting older means becoming less attractive, less valuable, or less vibrant, that belief will shape your reality. But what if you shifted that perspective? What if, instead of dreading each birthday, you started to see it as an opportunity to grow even more radiant, confident, and fulfilled? Let me share a quick story with you. I once met a woman named Margaret at a community event. She was 75, and the moment she walked into the room, all eyes were on her. It wasn't because she looked younger than her age. In fact, she had silver hair and deep smile lines. But the way she carried herself, the warmth in her eyes, and the genuine joy in her laughter made her magnetic. When I asked her what her secret was, she simply said, "I stopped worrying about what people thought and started living for me." Margaret's story is a perfect example of how mindset can transform your experience of aging. And she's not alone. Studies have shown that people with a positive attitude towards aging not only live longer but also maintain better health and a higher quality of life. So, if you've ever thought, "It's too late for me to feel attractive or vibrant," I'm here to tell you, it's never too late. But here's where it gets really interesting. Some of the habits we're going to talk about might sound simple, but they have a profound impact on how others perceive you and how you perceive yourself. And yes, one of them might even involve breaking the rules you've been taught about how to age gracefully. Before we dive into these habits, I want you to think about this. What's the one thing you've always believed about aging? Maybe you think it's all downhill after 60, or that staying attractive requires a lot of effort and money. Whatever it is, keep it in mind, because by the end of this video, I hope to challenge those beliefs and give you a fresh, empowering perspective. And don't forget, I want to hear from you. What's one thing you've done recently that made you feel more confident or alive? Share it in the comments below. Your experience might just inspire someone else watching this video to take that first step toward embracing their own journey of aging with grace and confidence. Ready to uncover the first habit that can transform how you age? Let's get started. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to glow with a quiet, magnetic confidence as they age, while others seem to struggle with the idea of getting older? It's fascinating, isn't it? But here's the surprising truth. The people who age most gracefully, who remain attractive and captivating well into their 60s, 70s, and beyond, are often not the ones trying to look younger. In fact, they're doing something that might seem completely counterintuitive. They're embracing their age. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Wait, isn't the whole idea to look as young as possible? Isn't that what keeps people attractive? That's what society tells us, right? Turn on the TV, flip through a magazine, or scroll through social media, and you'll be bombarded with ads for anti-aging creams, wrinkle-reducing treatments, and cosmetic surgeries. The message is loud and clear. Youth equals beauty. But what if I told you that this belief is not only outdated, but actually holding you back from discovering a deeper, more lasting kind of attractiveness? Let me introduce you to Helen, a woman I met at a local art class. Helen is 72, with a head full of silver curls and the kind of laugh that fills a room. When you meet her, you can't help but be drawn to her energy. She's vibrant, confident, and completely at ease with herself. She doesn't try to hide her age. In fact, she embraces it. When someone complimented her youthful spirit, she smiled and said, "I've earned every gray hair and every wrinkle. They're my medals of honor." And you know what? People love her for it. But here's where it gets interesting, and maybe even a little controversial. There's this common belief that embracing your age means giving up. That if you're not actively trying to look younger, you've somehow stopped caring about yourself. But let's flip that idea on its head for a moment. What if embracing your age isn't about giving up, but about leveling up? What if it's about stepping into a version of yourself that's more authentic, more confident, and more attractive than ever before? Think about it. Who's more attractive, someone who's desperately clinging to their youth, trying to erase every sign of aging, or someone who radiates confidence and authenticity, owning every line, every gray hair, and every life experience? When you see someone who is unapologetically themselves, isn't that more magnetic than someone trying to be something they're not? Let's talk about John, a 68-year-old retired teacher. John has a full head of silver hair, deep laugh lines, and a twinkle in his eye that tells you he's lived a full life. He doesn't bother with hair dye or expensive skin treatments. When I asked him why, he said, "Why would I hide who I am? Every wrinkle, every gray hair, it's a story. It's proof that I've lived, that I've laughed, that I've overcome challenges." And you know what? John is one of the most charismatic people I've ever met. Not because he looks young, but because he's comfortable in his skin. He owns who he is. Here's the twist that might surprise you. Studies show that people who accept and embrace their age tend to have better mental health, higher self-esteem, and even live longer. That's right. The simple act of embracing your age, not fighting it, can actually make you healthier and happier. In a society obsessed with youth, that's a radical idea, isn't it? But let's address the elephant in the room. Isn't embracing your age just another way of accepting the inevitable? Some might argue that it's just an excuse, a way to justify the natural decline that comes with getting older. But I challenge that idea. Embracing your age doesn't mean settling for less. It means redefining what attractiveness means on your own terms. Here's where the plot thickens. There's a fascinating phenomenon called the paradox of aging. It's the idea that while our bodies may show signs of aging, our sense of well-being often increases as we get older. Crazy, right? You'd think that as wrinkles appear and hair turns gray, we'd feel worse about ourselves. But research shows the opposite. People in their later years often report higher levels of happiness, fulfillment, and confidence than they did in their youth. What? Because with age comes wisdom, experience, and a deeper understanding of what truly matters in life. When you've weathered the storms of life, heartbreak, loss, triumphs, and failures, you come out the other side stronger, more resilient, and more in tune with yourself. And that kind of inner strength, it's incredibly attractive. But let's not sugarcoat it. Embracing your age isn't always easy. We live in a world that idolizes youth and often dismisses the beauty that comes with growing older. It takes courage to stand in front of the mirror and love the person staring back at you, especially when society is constantly telling you that younger is better. But here's the thing. Real beauty isn't about fitting into a mold. It's about breaking free from it. Let me share another story, this time about Margaret, a 75-year-old grandmother who decided to take up ballroom dancing after retiring. Margaret had never danced a day in her life before, but she always loved watching others glide across the dance floor. She told me, "I figured why not? Life's too short to worry about looking foolish." And you know what happened? Not only did Margaret become an amazing dancer, but she also became the star of the dance hall. People were drawn to her, not because she danced perfectly, but because she danced with joy, confidence, and zero fear of judgment. Now, let's tackle the biggest misconception head-on. Does embracing your age mean you have to stop caring about how you look? Absolutely not. Taking care of yourself is important at any age. But there's a huge difference between taking care of yourself because you love who you are and trying to change yourself because you don't. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you looked in the mirror and appreciated your reflection for what it is instead of what it used to be? It's a powerful exercise. Try it sometime. Instead of focusing on the wrinkles, the sagging skin, or the gray hairs, focus on the person behind those features. The person who's lived through decades of experiences, who's laughed, cried, loved, and learned. That person is beautiful. And here's where it gets really interesting. When you embrace your age, people notice. There's a certain glow, a confidence that comes from being unapologetically yourself. It's the kind of attractiveness that no cream, no surgery, and no miracle product can replicate. So what's the takeaway here? Embracing your age isn't about giving up. It's about stepping into your power. It's about recognizing that your worth isn't tied to how young you look, but to the richness of your experiences and the authenticity you bring to the world. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with a challenge. The next time you catch yourself criticizing your appearance, flip the script. Instead of saying, "I hate these wrinkles," try saying, "These wrinkles show how much I've smiled." Instead of, "I wish my hair wasn't gray," say, "This gray hair is a symbol of my wisdom." It might feel strange at first, but over time, you'll start to see yourself in a new light. A light that celebrates rather than criticizes the beauty of aging. And now, I'd love to hear from you. Do you believe embracing your age can actually make you more attractive? Or do you think it's just a way of accepting the inevitable? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'm really curious to see what you think. When we think about attractiveness as we age, skin is often one of the first things that comes to mind. But here's the surprising truth. Taking care of your skin isn't about erasing wrinkles or achieving some impossible standard of flawlessness. In fact, some of the most attractive people in their 60s, 70s, and beyond have plenty of wrinkles. Their secret isn't hiding these signs of age, it's making sure their skin looks healthy and vibrant, no matter what stage of life they're in. And believe it or not, this has nothing to do with expensive products or complicated routines. Let me ask you something. How many times have you been told you need the latest anti-aging cream, serum, or facial treatment to maintain youthful skin? It's a narrative we've been fed for decades. The beauty industry thrives on making us feel like we're not enough, like we need to fix ourselves to be attractive. But what if I told you that the secret to beautiful skin has less to do with products and more to do with how you treat yourself overall? This might sound controversial, but hear me out. I met a woman named Linda at a wellness retreat a few years ago. She was 68 and her skin absolutely glowed. Naturally, I assumed she had some elaborate skincare routine filled with serums and facials. But when I asked her, she laughed and said, "I just wash my face with cold water, use a basic moisturizer, and spend a lot of time outside. That's it. No fancy products, no weekly facials. Just simple care and a lifestyle that supported her skin's natural health." Here's where things get even more interesting and maybe a little surprising. Many people overcomplicate skincare. The beauty industry would have you believe that you need a 12-step routine filled with products that cost hundreds of dollars. But the truth? Less is often more. Overloading your skin with products can actually irritate it, causing redness, breakouts, and dryness. The people who have the most radiant, healthy skin are often the ones with the simplest routines. But taking care of your skin isn't just about what you put on it, it's also about how you treat your body from the inside out. Your skin is a reflection of your overall health. When you nourish your body with the right foods, stay hydrated, manage stress, and get enough sleep, it shows on your face. And that's something no cream can replicate. Let's talk about hydration for a moment. You've probably heard that drinking water is good for your skin, and that's absolutely true. As we age, our skin naturally loses moisture, making it more prone to dryness and fine lines. But here's the twist. Hydration isn't just about drinking water, it's about locking in moisture from the outside as well. Using a good moisturizer helps keep your skin soft, supple, and glowing. But it doesn't have to be expensive. Some of the best moisturizers are simple, affordable, and free from unnecessary chemicals and fragrances. Now here's where the controversy comes in. Sun protection is the most important part of any skincare routine, yet it's the step most people skip. I know what you're thinking. I've been in the sun my whole life and I'm fine. But here's the thing, sun damage is cumulative. It builds up over time, and even if you don't see the effects right away, they're happening beneath the surface. And no, you don't have to avoid the sun entirely. I'm not saying you should live your life in the shade, but being smart about sun exposure, like wearing sunscreen, hats, and protective clothing, can make a huge difference in how your skin ages. And here's the kicker. Sunscreen isn't just for summer or sunny days. UV rays can penetrate clouds and they're present year-round. Using sunscreen daily is one of the simplest, most effective ways to protect your skin and keep it looking healthy. Now let's talk about something that might surprise you. What you eat has a massive impact on your skin. You can use all the serums and creams in the world, but if you're not nourishing your body from the inside, your skin won't reflect health and vitality. Eating a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, healthy fats, and lean proteins provides your skin with the nutrients it needs to stay strong and radiant. Take omega-3 fatty acids, for example. Found in foods like salmon, walnuts, and flax seeds, These healthy fats help keep your skin moisturized and reduce inflammation. And let's not forget about antioxidants, those powerful compounds found in berries, dark leafy greens, and nuts. They help protect your skin from damage caused by free radicals, which can accelerate the aging process. But here's the plot twist. It's not just about what you eat, it's also about what you avoid. Sugary foods, processed snacks, and excessive alcohol can wreak havoc on your skin, causing breakouts, dullness, and premature aging. So while that glass of wine or slice of cake might be tempting, moderation is key if you want to keep your skin looking its best. Let me share another story. Michael, a 70-year-old retired architect, has skin that looks years younger than his age. When I asked him how he maintained such healthy skin, he said, "I quit drinking soda and started eating more vegetables." That's when I noticed the biggest change. It wasn't expensive products or fancy treatments. It was a simple change in his diet that made all the difference. But skin health isn't just about hydration, sun protection, and diet. Stress plays a huge role too. When you're stressed, your body produces more cortisol, a hormone that can break down collagen and lead to wrinkles, sagging, and dullness. Managing stress isn't just good for your mental health. It's essential for maintaining healthy, youthful skin. Take meditation or yoga, for example. These practices not only reduce stress but also improve circulation, which brings more oxygen and nutrients to your skin. And let's not forget about sleep. They don't call it beauty sleep for nothing. While you sleep, your body goes into repair mode, regenerating skin cells and producing collagen. Getting enough restful sleep is one of the best things you can do for your skin. Now, let's address a common misconception. Do you need expensive products to maintain healthy skin? Absolutely not. Many drugstore products work just as well, if not better, than their high-end counterparts. It's not about the price tag, it's about finding what works for your skin. And sometimes the simplest solutions are the most effective. So what's the takeaway here? Taking care of your skin isn't about achieving perfection. It's about maintaining health and vitality. Wrinkles and fine lines are a natural part of aging, and there's no shame in that. But healthy, glowing skin reflects a life well lived and a body well cared for. Here's the challenge. Start seeing your skincare routine as an act of self-love, not a battle against aging. Simplify your routine, protect your skin from the sun, nourish your body from the inside out, and most importantly, embrace the unique beauty that comes with every stage of life. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's one simple skincare habit that's made a big difference in your life? Share your tips and stories in the comments below. You never know who you might inspire. We've talked about embracing your age and taking care of your skin, but now let's dive into something that might seem obvious on the surface, yet holds more power than you might think: eating a healthy diet. But here's where it gets interesting. This isn't just about cutting out junk food or counting calories. In fact, some of the most attractive people in their golden years eat in ways that might surprise you. It's not about deprivation or strict dieting. It's about nourishing your body in a way that makes you feel alive, vibrant, and yes, attractive. Let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed how certain people just glow with health no matter their age? Their skin looks vibrant, their eyes are bright, and they move with an energy that's contagious. It's not just good genes or luck. It's often what they're fueling their bodies with. But here's the twist. It's not about eating less. It's about eating right. I met a man named Robert at a community garden event last year. He's 73, but you'd never guess it by looking at him. His posture is upright, his skin is glowing, and he has this infectious energy that makes you want to be around him. Naturally, I asked him what his secret was. I expected him to say something about exercise or genetics, but he surprised me. It's all about the food, he said. What you put in your body is what you get out. But here's where it got even more interesting. Robert doesn't follow any trendy diet. He doesn't count carbs or avoid fat. Instead, he focuses on eating whole, nourishing foods that make him feel good. And that's the key. Eating a healthy diet isn't about following strict rules or cutting out everything you love. It's about finding balance and fueling your body with foods that support your health, your energy, and your overall sense of well-being. Now, here's the controversial part. Some of the foods we've been told to avoid might actually be good for us. For years, we were told that fat is the enemy, that we should avoid butter, eggs, and anything that isn't labeled low-fat. But research now shows that healthy fats are essential for maintaining energy, supporting brain health, and keeping your skin looking vibrant. Foods like avocados, nuts, olive oil, and yes, even butter, in moderation, can be part of a healthy diet that keeps you looking and feeling your best. But it's not just about adding healthy fats. The foundation of any good diet is whole, unprocessed foods. That means plenty of fruits and vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats. These foods are packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that fight inflammation, boost your immune system, and give your skin that healthy glow. Let's talk about antioxidants for a moment. These powerful compounds are found in colorful fruits and vegetables. Think berries, spinach, kale, and sweet potatoes. They help protect your body from free radicals, which are unstable molecules that can cause damage to your cells and accelerate the aging process. Eating a diet rich in antioxidants not only helps you feel better but also keeps your skin looking youthful and vibrant. But here's the twist: it's not just about what you add to your diet, it's also about what you avoid. Processed foods, sugary snacks, and refined carbohydrates can wreak havoc on your health and appearance. They cause inflammation, lead to weight gain, and can even make your skin look dull and tired. Let me introduce you to Mary, a 67-year-old who struggled with low energy and dull skin for years. She thought it was just part of getting older, until she made a simple change to her diet. She cut out processed foods and started cooking more meals at home using fresh, whole ingredients. Within weeks, she noticed a huge difference. Her energy levels soared, her skin looked brighter, and she felt better than she had in years. "I didn't realize how much food was affecting me until I made the change," she told me. "Now I feel like I've taken years off my life." But let's address the elephant in the room. Does eating healthy mean giving up all your favorite foods? Absolutely not. Deprivation isn't sustainable, and it's not necessary. In fact, allowing yourself to enjoy treats in moderation is part of a balanced, healthy lifestyle. The key is to focus on nutrient-dense foods most of the time while still enjoying the occasional indulgence. Here's something that might surprise you. Dark chocolate is actually good for you. It's rich in antioxidants and has been shown to improve heart health and even boost your mood. So, the next time you're craving something sweet, reach for a piece of dark chocolate instead of a processed snack. You'll satisfy your sweet tooth while doing something good for your body. Another surprising tip: don't be afraid of carbs. Yes, you heard that right. Carbs have gotten a bad rap in recent years, but not all carbs are created equal. Whole grains like quinoa, brown rice, oats, and whole wheat bread are packed with fiber, which helps keep you full, supports digestion, and provides long-lasting energy. It's the refined, processed carbs, like white bread, pastries, and sugary cereals, that you want to limit. But here's the plot twist that might really challenge. You're thinking, eating more can actually help you maintain a healthy weight. That's right. When you focus on nutrient-dense foods, you can eat larger portions without gaining weight because these foods are naturally lower in calories and higher in fiber, which keeps you feeling full longer. So, instead of obsessing over portion sizes or cutting calories, focus on the quality of your food. Let's not forget about hydration. Drinking enough water is one of the simplest yet most powerful things you can do for your health. Staying hydrated helps your body function properly, keeps your skin looking fresh, and even helps control hunger. But hydration doesn't have to come from just water. Herbal teas, infused water with fruits and herbs, and water-rich foods like cucumbers and watermelon all contribute to your daily intake. Now, here's a thought that might stir some debate. Is organic food really better? Some people swear by it, while others say it's just a marketing gimmick. The truth is, it depends. Organic foods are grown without synthetic pesticides and fertilizers, which can reduce your exposure to harmful chemicals. But eating conventionally grown fruits and vegetables is still better than not eating them at all. So, if you can afford organic, great, but don't stress if you can't. The most important thing is to eat a variety of fresh, whole foods, regardless of how they're grown. But what about supplements? Do you really need them to stay healthy and attractive as you age? The answer is, it depends. While a balanced diet should provide most of the nutrients you need, some people may benefit from supplements, especially as they get older. Vitamin D, calcium, and B12 are common deficiencies in older adults, and supplementing these nutrients can support bone health, energy levels, and overall well-being. However, it's always best to consult with a healthcare provider before starting any new supplement regimen. Now, let's address the idea of superfoods. You've probably heard this term thrown around a lot, but what does it really mean? The truth is, there's no official definition of a superfood, it's just a marketing term. That said, certain foods are packed with nutrients that can have a significant impact on your health. Foods like blueberries, chia seeds, salmon, and kale are nutrient powerhouses that can support your health and help you feel your best. But here's the twist. You don't need exotic or expensive foods to be healthy. Simple, everyday foods like apples, carrots, and beans are just as beneficial. At the end of the day, eating a healthy diet isn't about perfection. It's about consistency. It's about making small, sustainable changes that add up over time. You don't have to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Start by adding more fruits and vegetables to your meals, drinking more water, and cutting back on processed foods. Over time, these small changes will become habits and you'll start to feel and see the difference. So, here's the challenge. Think about one small change you can make to your diet today. Maybe it's swapping out soda for water, adding an extra serving of vegetables to your dinner, or trying a new healthy recipe. Whatever it is, take that first step and watch how it transforms not just your health but your entire outlook on aging. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's one healthy eating habit that's made a big difference in your life? Share your tips and stories in the comments below. You never know who you might inspire. We've talked about embracing your age, taking care of your skin, and nourishing your body with a healthy diet. Now, let's dive into the fourth habit that keeps people attractive well into their 60s, 70s, and beyond: exercise. But here's the twist. This isn't about punishing yourself in the gym or striving for a six-pack. It's not even about weight loss. The real magic of exercise lies in how it makes you feel: energized, confident, and alive. And that feeling? It radiates outward, making you more attractive to others no matter your age. Let's be honest, when most people hear the word exercise, they think of grueling workouts, sweating buckets, and pushing themselves to the limit. But here's where I'm going to challenge your thinking. Exercise doesn't have to be intense to be effective. In fact, some of the most attractive, vibrant people I've met are the ones who found ways to move their bodies that bring them joy, not pain. Take Emily, for example. She's 70 years old and one of the most radiant people I know. Her secret? Dancing. Every morning, she puts on her favorite music and dances around her living room. It's not about burning calories or building muscle. It's about moving in a way that makes her feel good. And you can see it in the way she carries herself. Her posture is upright, her movements are graceful, and she has this infectious energy that lights up any room she enters. But here's where it gets even more interesting, and maybe a little controversial. Many people believe that as you get older, you should slow down and take it easy. While it's true that your body changes with age, that doesn't mean you have to stop moving. In fact, staying active is one of the best things you can do to maintain your health, vitality, and attractiveness as you age. Regular exercise helps keep your muscles strong, your joints flexible, and your heart healthy. But beyond the physical benefits, it also boosts your mood, sharpens your mind, and gives you a sense of confidence that no cream or cosmetic procedure can match. Let's break it down. Why does exercise make you more attractive? First, there's the obvious physical benefits. Exercise improves your circulation, which means more oxygen and nutrients are delivered to your skin, giving you that healthy, natural glow. It also helps maintain muscle tone and flexibility, which not only keeps you moving with ease but also contributes to a youthful appearance. But the benefits of exercise go far beyond the physical. Exercise is one of the most powerful mood boosters out there. When you move your body, your brain releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that help reduce stress, improve your mood, and make you feel more energized. And when you feel good, it shows. People are naturally drawn to those who exude positivity and confidence, and regular exercise helps you cultivate both. Let me introduce you to Mark, a 65-year-old retiree who discovered the power of exercise later in life. For years, Mark avoided physical activity, thinking it wasn't important as he got older. But after experiencing some health issues, he decided to give walking a try. What started as a short daily stroll around the neighborhood turned into a passion for hiking and exploring nature. Not only did Mark lose weight and improve his health, but he also found a new sense of purpose and joy. "I feel like I've gotten my life back," he told me, and you could see it in his eyes. The spark, the energy, the confidence. It was like he'd discovered the fountain of youth, not in a pill or a procedure, but in the simple act of moving his body. But here's where the plot twist comes in. You don't have to spend hours in the gym or follow a strict workout routine to reap the benefits of exercise. In fact, some of the best forms of exercise are the ones that don't feel like exercise at all. Gardening, dancing, swimming, playing with your grandchildren, even cleaning the house. All of these activities get your body moving and your heart pumping. The key is to find something you enjoy, something that makes you look forward to moving rather than dreading it. Now, let's address a common misconception. Is it ever too late to start exercising? The answer is a resounding no. No matter your age, your body can benefit from regular movement. In fact, starting an exercise routine later in life can have even more profound effects because it helps counteract the natural decline in muscle mass, bone density, and flexibility that comes with aging. Take Joyce, for instance. She didn't start exercising until she was 75. She began with gentle yoga and light stretching, and over time she built up her strength and flexibility. Now at 80, she's more active and agile than she was in her 60s. "I never thought I'd be able to touch my toes again," she laughed. "But here I am." Her story is proof that it's never too late to start, and that the benefits of exercise aren't just physical, they're mental and emotional too. But let's get real for a second. Staying consistent with exercise can be challenging. Life gets busy, motivation wanes, and sometimes it's hard to find the time or energy to move. That's why it's so important to find activities that you love. When exercise feels like a chore, it's easy to skip it. But when it's something you look forward to, whether it's a morning walk, a dance class, or a swim at the local pool, it becomes a natural part of your routine. Here's another tip that might surprise you. Exercising with others can make a huge difference. Whether it's joining a walking group, taking a fitness class, or simply having a workout buddy, exercising with others not only keeps you accountable but also adds a social element that makes it more enjoyable. Plus, it's a great way to build connections and stay engaged with your community, which is another key factor in staying vibrant and attractive as you age. Now, let's talk about something that doesn't get enough attention: the mental benefits of exercise. Regular physical activity doesn't just keep your body healthy, it also sharpens your mind. Studies have shown that exercise improves memory, enhances cognitive function, and even reduces the risk of dementia. It helps you stay mentally sharp and engaged with the world around you, which is incredibly attractive at any age. And here's the kicker: exercise can help you sleep better too. As we age, sleep can become more elusive, but regular physical activity helps regulate your sleep patterns, making it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep. And we all know that a good night's sleep is essential for looking and feeling your best. But let's address a common fear. What if I have health issues or physical limitations? The good news is there's a form of exercise for everyone. Whether it's chair yoga, water aerobics, or gentle stretching, there are countless ways to move your body that are safe and effective, no matter your fitness level. The key is to listen to your body, start slow, and gradually build up your strength and stamina. At the end of the day, exercise isn't about achieving a certain look. It's about feeling good in your own skin. It's about moving in a way that makes you feel strong, confident, and alive. And that feeling? It radiates outward, making you more attractive to others no matter your age. So, here's the challenge. Find an activity you enjoy and commit to moving your body every day. It doesn't have to be intense or time-consuming, just something that gets you moving and makes you feel good. Whether it's a morning walk, a dance session in your living room, or a swim at the local pool, find what works for you and stick with it. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's your favorite way to stay active? Share your tips and stories in the comments below. You never know who you might inspire. We've explored the importance of embracing your age, caring for your skin, eating well, and staying active. Now, let's talk about something that might seem simple on the surface but holds more power than you could ever imagine: sleep. But here's the twist. Getting enough sleep isn't just about avoiding dark circles or feeling rested. It's one of the most critical yet underrated keys to staying attractive and vibrant as you age. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Most people don't even realize they're not getting enough. Let me ask you, when was the last time you woke up feeling truly refreshed? Not just, I had enough sleep, but really energized like you could take on the world. For many people, it's been a while. But here's where the controversy kicks in. We live in a culture that glorifies being busy. We wear our lack of sleep like a badge of honor, thinking that staying up late or getting up early means we're more productive or hardworking. But the truth is, chronic sleep deprivation is silently stealing your health, your energy, and yes, your attractiveness. Let me introduce you to Barbara, a 66-year-old retired nurse who struggled with fatigue, dull skin, and low energy for years. She chalked it up to getting older. After all, isn't it normal to feel tired as you age? But then, after attending a health seminar, she learned about the importance of sleep and decided to make it a priority. She started going to bed earlier, creating a bedtime routine, and making her bedroom a sleep sanctuary. Within weeks, her skin started glowing, her mood improved, and she had more energy than she'd had in years. I didn't realize how much sleep was affecting me until I started getting enough, she told me. It's like I found the fountain of youth in my own bed. But here's where the plot thickens. Getting enough sleep isn't just about the number of hours you spend in bed. It's about the quality of that sleep. You could be in bed for 8 hours, but if you're tossing and turning, waking up throughout the night, or sleeping in an environment that's not conducive to rest, you're not getting the restorative sleep your body needs. And here's the controversial part. Many people think they can catch up on sleep during the weekends, but that's a myth. Your body needs consistent, high-quality sleep every night to function at its best. Skimping on sleep during the week and trying to make up for it on the weekend doesn't work. It disrupts your body's natural rhythms and leaves you feeling even more exhausted in the long run. So, why is sleep so important for staying attractive as you age? Let's break it down. While you sleep, your body goes into repair mode. It produces collagen, the protein that keeps your skin firm and smooth. It also releases growth hormones that help repair cells and tissues, reducing inflammation and promoting healing. In other words, sleep is your body's natural way of rejuvenating itself from the inside. But the benefits don't stop there. Sleep also plays a huge role in your mood, energy levels, and cognitive function. When you're well rested, you're more likely to feel positive, confident, and engaged with the world around you. And let's be honest, confidence and a positive attitude are two of the most attractive qualities a person can have. Let me share another story. Tom, a 70-year-old grandfather, used to pride himself on being a night owl. He'd stay up late watching TV, scrolling through his phone, or working on projects around the house. But over time, he noticed he was feeling more irritable. His memory wasn't as sharp, and he looked tired all the time. His daughter suggested he try going to bed earlier and limiting screen time before bed. At first, he resisted. I've been doing this my whole life, why change now? But eventually he gave it a shot. And the results? Remarkable. Not only did he feel more rested, but his mood improved, his skin looked healthier, and he felt like he had a new lease on life. But let's get into the nitty-gritty. What exactly can you do to improve your sleep? First, it's important to establish a consistent sleep routine. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends, helps regulate your body's internal clock, making it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep. Here's where it gets controversial again. Many people rely on sleep aids or alcohol to help them fall asleep, but these can actually make sleep worse. While they might help you fall asleep faster, they interfere with your body's natural sleep cycles, preventing you from reaching the deep, restorative stages of sleep that your body needs. Over time, this can lead to even more sleep problems and leave you feeling groggy and unrefreshed. Instead, focus on creating a sleep-friendly environment. That means keeping your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet, and investing in a comfortable mattress and pillows. It also means limiting screen time before bed. The blue light from phones, tablets, and TVs can interfere with your body's production of melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep. Instead, try reading a book, listening to calming music, or practicing relaxation techniques like deep breathing or meditation. But here's the real game changer. Pay attention to what you eat and drink before bed. Caffeine, alcohol, and heavy meals can all interfere with sleep, so it's best to avoid them in the hours leading up to bedtime. Instead, opt for light, sleep-friendly snacks like a banana, a handful of almonds, or a cup of herbal tea. Now, here's a thought that might stir some debate. Do you really need 8 hours of sleep? The answer is, it depends. While 7 to 9 hours is the general recommendation for most adults, sleep needs vary from person to person. Some people feel their best with 6 hours of sleep, while others need 9 or more. The key is to listen to your body and notice how you feel after different amounts of sleep. Are you waking up feeling refreshed and energized, or are you dragging yourself out of bed and relying on caffeine to get through the day? Let me introduce you to Nancy, a 68-year-old artist who always thought she needed less sleep. She was used to getting by on 5 or 6 hours a night, thinking that was just how her body worked. But after reading about the importance of sleep, she decided to experiment with going to bed earlier. To her surprise, she felt amazing after getting 8 hours of sleep. I didn't realize how tired I was until I started getting enough rest, she said. Now I feel more creative, more energized, and even my skin looks better. But let's address another common belief. Is feeling tired a normal part of aging? Absolutely not. While your sleep patterns might change as you get older, chronic fatigue and poor sleep quality are not inevitable. In many cases, there's signs that something needs to change, whether it's your sleep environment, your bedtime routine, or even underlying health issues. And here's where the plot twist comes in. Good sleep can actually make you look younger. It's not just about avoiding dark circles or puffy eyes. When you're well rested, your skin looks brighter, your eyes are clearer, and you have a natural glow that no skincare product can replicate. Sleep is the ultimate beauty treatment, and it's free. So what's the takeaway here? Prioritizing sleep isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. It's one of the most powerful things you can do to support your health, your energy, and your attractiveness as you age. And the best part? It's something you can start doing tonight. Here's the challenge. Make sleep a priority for the next week. Create a bedtime routine, limit screen time before bed, and aim for consistent, high-quality sleep every night. Pay attention to how you feel, both physically and mentally, and notice the changes in your energy, mood, and appearance. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's your biggest challenge when it comes to getting enough sleep? Or if you found a sleep routine that works for you, share your tips in the comments below. You never know who you might inspire. So far, we've covered embracing your age, caring for your skin, nourishing your body, exercising, and getting enough sleep. But there's one habit that might just be the most underrated and unexpected key to staying attractive as you age: managing stress. And here's where it gets interesting. Stress doesn't just affect how you feel, it directly impacts how you look. That's right. Chronic stress can accelerate aging, drain your energy, and even affect your skin, posture, and overall presence. But here's the twist. Some people actually believe stress keeps them sharp, motivated, and productive. But is that really true? Or is stress silently sabotaging not just your health, but your attractiveness too? Let's dive into this a little deeper. We live in a culture that often glorifies stress. How many times have you heard someone say, "I'm so busy," or "I've got so much going on," as if it's a badge of honor? We equate being busy and stressed with being successful. But here's the controversial truth. Being chronically stressed doesn't mean you're productive. It means you're overwhelmed. And over time, that constant state of stress can take a serious toll on your body and mind, leaving you feeling and looking older than you are. Let me introduce you to Karen, a 64-year-old business consultant who used to thrive on stress, or at least she thought she did. She believed that staying busy and juggling multiple projects kept her sharp and ahead of the game. But over time, she noticed the effects. Her skin became dull and prone to breakouts, she started gaining weight around her midsection, and she constantly felt exhausted. It wasn't until she experienced a health scare, high blood pressure, that she realized something had to change. Karen started incorporating stress-reducing practices like yoga, meditation, and deep breathing into her routine. Within months, not only did her health improve, but people started commenting on how much younger and more radiant she looked. "I didn't realize how much stress was aging me until I let it go," she said. But here's the plot twist. Stress isn't always bad. In small doses, stress can actually be beneficial. It can motivate you to meet deadlines, push through challenges, and even enhance your performance in high-pressure situations. This is known as eustress, or positive stress. The problem is when stress becomes chronic, when you're constantly in a state of fight or flight with no time to relax and recharge. That's when stress starts to wear you down both inside and out. Let's talk about what stress does to your body and more specifically to your appearance. When you're stressed, your body produces cortisol, the stress hormone. While cortisol is helpful in small bursts, chronic high levels can wreak havoc on your body. It can break down collagen and elastin, the proteins that keep your skin firm and youthful, leading to wrinkles and sagging skin. It can also cause inflammation, which can trigger skin conditions like acne, eczema, and psoriasis. And that's just the start. Chronic stress also affects your posture and body language, which are huge components of attractiveness. Think about it. When you're stressed, you tend to hunch your shoulders, furrow your brow, and carry tension in your face and neck. This not only makes you look older, but it also affects how others perceive you. People are naturally drawn to those who exude calmness, confidence, and ease, qualities that are hard to project when you're stressed to the max. Now, let's address a common belief. I've been stressed my whole life and I'm fine. But are you really? Stress doesn't always show up in obvious ways. It can manifest as chronic fatigue, digestive issues, headaches, mood swings, or even difficulty sleeping. Over time, these seemingly minor issues can add up, affecting your overall health and well-being in ways you might not even realize. Let me share another story. James, a 69-year-old retired firefighter, spent most of his career in high-stress situations. He thought he had everything under control until he retired and suddenly felt the weight of years of unaddressed stress. His blood pressure was high, his energy was low, and he felt constantly on edge. A friend suggested he try meditation, something James initially scoffed at. "I'm not the kind of guy who sits around chanting," he joked. But eventually he gave it a try, starting with just 5 minutes a day. To his surprise, it made a huge difference. His blood pressure dropped, he slept better, and he felt more relaxed than he had in years. And the best part? His family and friends noticed too. "You look like a different person," his wife told him. "You're glowing." But here's where the controversy deepens. Some people believe that stress is just a part of life, especially as you age. After all, getting older comes with its own set of challenges, health issues, financial concerns, family responsibilities. But here's the thing. While you can't always control the stressors in your life, you can control how you respond to them. And that response makes all the difference. So, how do you manage stress effectively, especially when life feels overwhelming? It starts with awareness. The first step is recognizing the signs of stress in your life, whether it's physical tension, mental exhaustion, or emotional overwhelm. Once you're aware of how stress is affecting you, you can start taking steps to manage it. One of the most effective ways to manage stress is through movement. Exercise isn't just good for your body, it's a powerful stress reliever. Physical activity releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that help reduce stress and boost your mood. But here's the twist, it doesn't have to be intense. Gentle forms of movement like yoga, tai chi, or even a simple walk in nature can have profound effects on your stress levels. Let's talk about mindfulness and meditation, two practices that have gained popularity in recent years, and for good reason. Mindfulness is the practice of staying present and fully engaged in the moment, while meditation helps calm the mind and reduce stress. You don't have to sit in silence for hours or become a monk to benefit from these practices. Even just a few minutes of deep breathing or focusing on your breath can help reduce stress and bring a sense of calm. But here's the real game changer: social connections. Spending time with friends and loved ones isn't just good for your mood, it's one of the most powerful stress busters out there. Talking to someone who listens, shares your experiences, or simply makes you laugh can lighten your mental load and help you feel more grounded. And let's be honest, who doesn't feel better after a good laugh or a heart-to-heart conversation? Now, here's something that might surprise you. setting boundaries is one of the most effective ways to manage stress. Many of us, especially as we get older, take on more responsibilities than we need to. Whether it's saying yes to every family event, volunteering for every committee, or trying to be everything to everyone, it can quickly become overwhelming. Learning to say no, prioritizing your own needs, and protecting your time and energy are crucial steps in reducing stress and maintaining your well-being. Let's not forget about sleep and nutrition, two often overlooked factors in stress management. Poor sleep can make you more susceptible to stress, while chronic stress can interfere with your ability to sleep, creating a vicious cycle. Eating a balanced diet rich in whole foods, lean proteins, and healthy fats can also help regulate your mood and energy levels, making it easier to cope with life's challenges. But here's the most important takeaway. Managing stress isn't about eliminating it completely. Life will always have its ups and downs. The goal is to build resilience, to develop healthy coping mechanisms that help you navigate stress with grace and ease. And when you do that, not only will you feel better, but you'll also look better. People are naturally drawn to those who exude calm, confidence, and positivity. So, here's the challenge. Take a moment today to identify one source of stress in your life and one simple action you can take to manage it. Maybe it's going for a walk, practicing deep breathing, calling a friend, or simply taking 5 minutes to sit in silence. Whatever it is, make a commitment to yourself to prioritize your mental well-being. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you do to manage stress in your life? Share your tips and experiences in the comments below. You never know who you might inspire. We've covered a lot so far. Embracing your age, taking care of your skin, eating well, exercising, sleeping, and managing stress. But now we're getting to something that might surprise you. When we think about staying attractive as we age, we often focus on physical health, what we eat, how we move, how we care for our bodies. But there's another often overlooked factor that plays a huge role in not just how we feel, but how we look, staying connected with friends and family. And here's where it gets controversial. Loneliness can age you faster than smoking or obesity. That's right. Your social connections, or lack thereof, might be the most important factor in how you age. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you had a meaningful conversation with a friend or family member? Not just a quick text or a casual hello, but a real heart-to-heart conversation. If it's been a while, you're not alone. In today's fast-paced digital world, it's easier than ever to feel disconnected, even when we're constantly connected through social media and technology. But here's the twist. Digital connections aren't the same as real face-to-face interactions. Let me introduce you to Bill, a 72-year-old retired engineer. When Bill's wife passed away, he found himself withdrawing from friends and family, thinking he could handle the grief on his own. But over time, he noticed something strange. He felt older, more tired, and less motivated to take care of himself. His daughter encouraged him to join a local community group, and while he was hesitant at first, he eventually gave it a shot. Within weeks, Bill noticed a dramatic shift. He felt more energetic, more optimistic, and even started taking better care of his health. "I didn't realize how much I needed people until I let them back into my life," he told me. "It's like I found a part of myself that I didn't even know was missing." But here's the plot twist. It's not just about having people around. It's about having meaningful, fulfilling connections. You can be surrounded by people and still feel lonely if those relationships aren't genuine. On the flip side, even just a few deep, authentic relationships can make a world of difference in how you feel and how you age. Now, here's where the controversy deepens. Some people believe that independence is the key to aging well. They pride themselves on being self-sufficient, not relying on anyone else, and handling everything on their own. And while independence is important, the idea that you have to do everything alone is a myth. We are social creatures by nature, and meaningful relationships are essential for our health and well-being. In fact, studies have shown that people with strong social connections live longer, healthier lives than those who are isolated. Let's talk about what happens when you're socially connected. When you spend time with people you care about, your body releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone, which reduces stress, lowers blood pressure, and even boosts your immune system. It's like a natural anti-aging treatment. And it's not just about physical health. Social connections also improve mental health. reducing the risk of depression, anxiety, and cognitive decline. But here's where things get even more interesting. Loneliness doesn't just affect how you feel, it can actually change your appearance. Chronic loneliness can lead to poor posture, dull skin, and a general lack of energy, all of which can make you look older. On the other hand, people who are socially connected tend to have better posture, brighter skin, and more energy, all of which contribute to a more youthful appearance. Let me introduce you to Maria, a 68-year-old artist who struggled with loneliness after retiring. She spent most of her days at home, feeling disconnected and unmotivated. But then she joined a local painting group and started meeting other artists who shared her passion. Not only did Maria find a new sense of purpose, but she also noticed that she felt and looked younger. "I didn't realize how much I missed being around people," she said. "Now I feel like I'm glowing from the inside out." But let's address the elephant in the room. What if you don't have close friends or family nearby? It's a common concern, especially as we get older and our social circles change. But the good news is it's never too late to build new connections. Whether it's joining a club, volunteering, taking a class, or even just striking up a conversation with a neighbor, there are countless ways to meet new people and build meaningful relationships. And here's the kicker: quality matters more than quantity. You don't need a huge circle of friends to feel connected and fulfilled. Even just one or two close, supportive relationships can make a world of difference. It's about finding people who uplift you, who share your interests, and who make you feel valued and appreciated. Now, here's something that might surprise you. Staying connected isn't just about other people. It's also about staying connected to yourself. Taking time for self-reflection, pursuing hobbies and passions, and nurturing your own sense of purpose are all essential for maintaining your mental and emotional well-being. When you feel fulfilled and connected to yourself, it naturally radiates outward, making you more attractive to others. But let's get real for a second. Maintaining relationships takes effort. Life gets busy, people move, and it's easy to let connections slip through the cracks. That's why it's so important to be intentional about staying in touch with the people who matter to you. Whether it's scheduling regular phone calls, planning get-togethers, or simply sending a thoughtful message, small gestures can go a long way in keeping relationships strong. Let me introduce you to Frank and Susan, a couple in their early 70s who have made staying connected a priority in their lives. They host a weekly dinner for their friends and family, creating a space for laughter, conversation, and connection. "It's not just about the food," Susan says. "It's about keeping our relationships strong and making memories together." And you can see it in them. They're vibrant, joyful, and full of life. Now, here's where the controversy comes in. Some people believe that cutting out toxic relationships is the key to happiness. And while it's true that unhealthy relationships can be draining, the idea that you should cut ties with anyone who challenges you isn't always the best approach. Conflict is a natural part of relationships, and learning how to navigate it can actually strengthen your connections and help you grow. It's about finding a balance, surrounding yourself with people who support and uplift you, while also being open to growth and change in your relationships. But let's talk about something even more personal: forgiveness. Holding on to grudges and resentment can be a heavy burden, affecting not just your emotional well-being but your physical health as well. Learning to let go of past hurts and forgive, whether it's others or yourself, can be incredibly freeing, allowing you to move forward with a lighter heart and a more positive outlook. At the end of the day, staying connected with friends and family isn't just about having people around. It's about building meaningful, supportive relationships that nourish your soul and enhance your life. It's about finding your tribe, the people who make you feel seen, heard, and valued. And when you have that, it shows in your energy, your confidence, and your overall presence. So here's the challenge: reach out to someone you care about today. Could be a phone call, a text, an invitation to meet up, whatever feels right for you. And if you're feeling disconnected, take a step to meet new people or rekindle old friendships. You'll be amazed at how much richer, more vibrant, and more fulfilling your life becomes when you prioritize connection. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's one way you stay connected with friends and family? Or if you've struggled with loneliness, how have you found ways to reconnect and build meaningful relationships? Share your experiences in the comments below. You never know who you might inspire. We've covered nearly everything: embracing your age, caring for your body and mind, staying active, and maintaining connections. But now we've arrived at the final, perhaps most powerful habit that keeps people attractive well into their 60s, 70s, and beyond: doing what you love. But here's where the twist comes in. This isn't just about hobbies or passing the time. It's about passion, purpose, and living life in a way that lights you up from the inside out. And here's the controversial part. Many people believe that retirement or aging means slowing down, taking it easy, and settling into a quieter life. But what if that mindset is exactly what makes people age faster, both physically and emotionally? Let me ask you something. When was the last time you felt truly excited about something? Not just content or comfortable, but excited, the kind of feeling that makes you lose track of time, that fills you with energy and enthusiasm. If it's been a while, you're not alone. Many people fall into routines as they get older, believing that life's big adventures are behind them. But here's the plot twist. The people who stay the most vibrant and attractive well into their later years are the ones who never stop pursuing what they love. Let me introduce you to Eleanor, a 74-year-old woman who picked up painting after retiring from her job as a schoolteacher. She'd never held a paintbrush in her life, but something about creating art sparked a fire in her. She started taking classes, experimenting with colors, and eventually she began showcasing her work in local galleries. But here's the thing, it wasn't just her art that was beautiful. Eleanor herself radiated joy, confidence, and vitality. People were drawn to her not just because of her talent, but because of the passion that shone through in everything she did. "I feel more alive now than I did in my 40s, she told me. "It's like I found a new part of myself I didn't even know existed." But here's where things get even more interesting, and maybe a little controversial. Society often tells us that aging means slowing down. We're bombarded with messages that suggest retirement is the time to take it easy, or rest after a lifetime of work. And while rest is important, the idea that you should stop growing, exploring, and challenging yourself is not just outdated, it's harmful. Staying engaged in activities you love isn't just good for your happiness, it's essential for your health, longevity, and yes, your attractiveness. Let's talk about why doing what you love is so powerful. When you're passionate about something, it gives you a sense of purpose. It gives you a reason to get out of bed in the morning, a reason to stay active and engaged with the world around you. And purpose isn't just a feel-good concept. It has real, measurable effects on your health. Studies have shown that people who have a strong sense of purpose live longer, healthier lives than those who don't. They're less likely to develop chronic diseases, they have better mental health, and they even recover from illness and surgery more quickly. But here's the twist. Doing what you love doesn't have to be something grand or ambitious. It doesn't mean you have to start a business, write a novel, or travel the world, unless that's what you want to do. Sometimes, it's the simplest things that bring the most joy: gardening, cooking, playing an instrument, volunteering, or even just taking long walks in nature. The key is to find what lights you up, what makes you feel alive and connected to the world around you. Let me introduce you to George, a 69-year-old man who discovered a passion for woodworking after retiring from his corporate job. He started by making small pieces of furniture for his family, but soon his workshop became his sanctuary, a place where he could lose himself in the process of creating. George swears that his newfound hobby has not only improved his mood but also his physical health. "I'm moving more, thinking more, and feeling better than I have in years," he said. And the best part? His friends and family noticed too. "You've got a glow about you," his daughter told him. "It's like you're younger now than you were 10 years ago." But here's where the controversy deepens. Some people believe that it's selfish to focus on your own passions, especially later in life. They think that aging means dedicating all your time to family, caregiving, or other responsibilities. And while supporting your loved ones is important, neglecting your own passions can actually make you less effective in those roles. When you're fulfilled and energized by doing what you love, you have more to give to others. You're more patient, more present, and more joyful, and that benefits everyone around you. Let's talk about another common belief. It's too late to start something new. But is it really? Let me introduce you to Ruth, an 80-year-old woman who learned to play the piano at age 75. She'd always wanted to learn but never had the time or opportunity when she was younger. After her husband passed away, Ruth decided to finally pursue her dream. At first, she struggled. Her fingers were stiff and reading music felt overwhelming. But she stuck with it, and now, 5 years later, she plays beautifully. I feel like a teenager again, she laughed. Learning something new gave me a whole new lease on life. Ruth's story is proof that it's never too late to start something new, to challenge yourself, and to discover new passions. But let's address the elephant in the room. What if you don't know what you love? It's a common question, especially for those who've spent years focused on work, family, or other responsibilities. The key is to start exploring. Try new things even if they seem out of your comfort zone. Take a class, join a club, volunteer, or pick up a hobby you've always been curious about. The goal isn't to be perfect or even particularly good at it. It's about the process of discovery, of finding what brings you joy. Now, here's something that might surprise you. Doing what you love can actually improve your physical appearance. When you're engaged in activities that bring you joy, it shows. Your posture improves, your skin glows, and you radiate confidence and positivity. People are naturally drawn to those who are passionate and enthusiastic about life. It's not about looking younger, it's about looking alive. Let me introduce you to Sam, a 65-year-old man who discovered a love for photography after retiring from his job as an accountant. He started taking photos of nature, capturing beautiful landscapes and wildlife. Not only did this hobby get him outside and moving more, but it also gave him a new perspective on life. "I see beauty in places I never noticed before," he said. And you could see it in Sam too. His eyes sparkled, his posture was upright, and he had an energy that was contagious. But here's the real plot twist. Doing what you love can actually make you more resilient to the challenges of aging. Life isn't always easy, and getting older comes with its own set of difficulties, health issues, loss, changes in lifestyle. But when you're passionate about something, it gives you a reason to keep going, a source of strength and motivation to face those challenges head on. Let me introduce you to Linda, a 71-year-old woman who faced a difficult battle with cancer. Throughout her treatment, she continued to write poetry, a passion she'd had since childhood. "Writing kept me grounded," she said. "It reminded me of who I am beyond the illness." Linda's poetry not only helped her cope with her diagnosis, but also inspired others in her community. She started sharing her work at local events, connecting with people who were touched by her words. And through it all, Linda remained vibrant, hopeful, and deeply connected to life. At the end of the day, doing what you love isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity. It's what keeps you engaged, motivated, and connected to the world around you. It's what gives you a sense of purpose, a reason to keep growing, exploring, and embracing life at every stage. And when you live with passion and purpose, it shows in your energy, your confidence, and your overall presence. So, here's the challenge. Think about one thing you've always wanted to try, or something you used to love but haven't done in a while. Maybe it's painting, gardening, writing, playing music, or traveling. Whatever it is, take the first step today. Sign up for that class, buy those supplies, or simply set aside some time to explore your passion. You'll be amazed at how much more vibrant, joyful, and attractive you'll feel when you're doing what you love. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's one passion or hobby that brings you joy? Or if you've discovered something new later in life, share your story in the comments below. You never know who you might inspire. Well, here we are. We've walked through 8 powerful habits that can keep you attractive, vibrant, and full of life well into your 60s, 70s, and beyond. But before we wrap up, I want to leave you with something even more profound. The real secret to staying attractive as you age isn't just about what you do, but about how you feel about yourself. And here's the plot twist that might stir up some debate. It's not the wrinkles, gray hair, or changes in your body that make you less attractive. It's how you perceive them. Let me ask you this. When you look in the mirror, what do you see? Do you focus on the lines around your eyes, the sagging skin, the gray hairs? Or do you see the life you've lived, the experiences you've had, and the strength you've gained over the years? Because here's the thing. Confidence is the most attractive quality anyone can have at any age. And that confidence comes from embracing who you are, not trying to hide or change it. Let me introduce you to Diane, a 70-year-old woman who exudes confidence and grace. She has laugh lines around her eyes, silver streaks in her hair, and a posture that radiates strength. But what makes Diane truly attractive isn't her physical appearance, it's her presence. She walks into a room with her head held high, her smile warm and genuine, and people are naturally drawn to her. When I asked her what her secret was, she said something that stuck with me. I stopped trying to look younger and started focusing on living fully. That's when everything changed. And that's the key. True attractiveness isn't about looking younger. It's about feeling alive, engaged, and passionate about life. It's about embracing every stage of your journey with grace and gratitude, recognizing that aging is not something to fear but something to celebrate. But here's where the controversy deepens. We live in a society that constantly tells us that aging is something to fight. We're bombarded with ads for anti-aging creams, cosmetic procedures, and miracle diets that promise to turn back the clock. And while there's nothing wrong with wanting to look and feel your best, the idea that aging is a problem to be fixed is not only false, it's damaging. Let's flip the script. What if aging isn't a decline, but an evolution? What if every wrinkle is a mark of wisdom, every gray hair a badge of honor, and every year a new chapter filled with opportunities for growth and discovery? The people who age the most gracefully, the ones who remain attractive, vibrant, and full of life, are the ones who see aging not as a loss but as a gift. Let me introduce you to Carlos, a 68-year-old musician who's been playing the guitar since he was a teenager. When I met him, I was struck by his energy, his passion, and his zest for life. He didn't try to hide his age, in fact, he embraced it. Every year I get older, I have more stories to tell, more music to share, he said. Aging isn't about losing something, it's about gaining depth, richness, and perspective. And you could see it in him. His eyes sparkled with excitement, his smile was infectious, and his music resonated with a wisdom that only comes from a life fully lived. But here's the real challenge. How do you shift your mindset to embrace aging with confidence and grace? It starts with gratitude. Gratitude is the foundation of a positive mindset, and it's one of the most powerful tools for staying attractive as you age. When you focus on what you're grateful for, your health, your relationships, your experiences, you naturally radiate positivity and joy. And that energy is magnetic. Let me share another story. Helen, a 75-year-old woman I met at a wellness retreat, practices gratitude every day. She starts her morning by writing down 3 things she's grateful for, no matter how small. Some days it's just the sunshine, a good cup of coffee, or a call from a friend, she said. But over time, this simple practice transformed her perspective on life. She became more optimistic, more resilient, and more confident. And the people around her noticed. "You're glowing," her friends would say. And it's true, Helen's gratitude shines through in everything she does. But let's address a common misconception. Confidence doesn't mean you never have doubts or insecurities. It doesn't mean you always feel amazing or that you love every single thing about your appearance. Confidence is about accepting yourself as you are, embracing both your strengths and your imperfections. It's about recognizing that you are enough just as you are. Now here's the plot twist that might really get you thinking. The most attractive people aren't the ones who try to hide their age, but the ones who embrace it fully. Think about the people you admire, the ones who inspire you. Chances are it's not because they look younger than their age. It's because they exude confidence, passion, and authenticity. Let me introduce you to Joan, an 82-year-old woman who travels the world, teaches yoga, and writes poetry. She has deep laugh lines, silver hair that she wears proudly, and a spirit that's infectious. When people ask her how she stays so vibrant, she laughs and says, "I don't fight my age, I dance with it." Joan's story is a reminder that aging is not something to fear. It's something to embrace, to celebrate, and to live fully. But here's the real takeaway: you have the power to shape how you age. The habits we've discussed. Embracing your age, caring for your skin, eating well, staying active, getting enough sleep, managing stress, staying connected, and doing what you love, are all tools to help you live a vibrant, fulfilling life. But ultimately, it's your mindset, your attitude, and your approach to life that will determine how you age and how attractive you feel. So, here's the final challenge. Take a moment today to reflect on how you view aging. Are you seeing it as a decline or as an opportunity for growth and discovery? Are you focusing on what you've lost or on what you've gained? And most importantly, are you living each day with passion, purpose, and gratitude? Because at the end of the day, the real secret to staying attractive as you age isn't about erasing the signs of time, it's about embracing them. It's about living fully, loving deeply, and finding joy in every moment. And when you do that, you'll not only feel more attractive, you'll be more attractive inside and out. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you've learned from this video that you'll take with you on your journey? Or if you have your own tips for staying vibrant and attractive as you age, share them in the comments below. You never know who you might inspire. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tips on living your best life at every age. Thank you for watching, and here's to embracing the beauty of every stage of life. See you in the next video.